guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ashanti. If you're new here, before we get started, you already know what I'm gonna say, you already know what I'm gonna do. Join the squad, join the family, okay? Y'all, one of my original videos, my Forever 21 swimsuit video from 2019 is going crazy. It's going crazy, y'all. Welcome to all the new members of the squad, okay? Welcome to my channel, okay? I love y'all. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for joining my family. Thank you for joining my little network of people, my little corner of the internet. I'm so excited for you guys to be here. So today I'm gonna be filming a get ready with me. I got a comment on one of my videos a while ago. No Name 5905 asked this question, and I thought it was something that I could really talk about, because girl, if anybody knows about the subject, it's me. She said, thanks for such an informative video. I am new to your channel. Hey girl, I had another question for you. How did you navigate dating when you were experiencing hormonal hair growth? I always get so paranoid thinking my date will see my chin hairs or feel my peach fuzz. How did you handle this if it ever came up for you? Thanks. Okay. Let me start my face and then we will get into it, girl, because this isn't something that, like, okay, let me start. Okay, so first I'm gonna be, I'm not, let me preface this by saying that I am not a makeup guru, so this is just what works for me. I have some new products that I'll be sharing with you guys today, but this is my same standard makeup routine, all right? So the first thing I'm going with is this SPF. Y'all already know what it is, Black Girl Sunscreen. It's SPF 50. I washed my face, I used my toner, and I shaved because I have a laser hair removal video. I have a laser hair removal appointment on Monday, the 22nd. And I'm really gonna try to sneak y'all in with me this time. Hopefully the nurse will allow me to film, but Ideal Image really does not allow you to film, you know what I mean, like your process. So I don't know, I'm still trying to figure it out, but if I can, I will bring y'all with me and you will get an update probably next week, because you guys are gonna be watching this probably on Sunday. So yeah, first of all, let me tell you that I feel your pain, girl. I know what it's like. I've had facial hair growth since I started experiencing facial hair growth when I was like 18, 19 years old. I was in the Navy, and actually where it started was my sideburns. Like my sideburns were out of control, and one time my supervisor at work, you know, I was in the Navy, and my supervisor at work was saying that I needed to shave my sideburns because they weren't in uniform regulation according to, but I'm not a man, so I didn't really know that. Anyway, whatever. I had to cut my sideburns, but I started realizing then that like my hair started growing all on my face. I went from like one hair, two hairs to like a full-fledged beard, okay? And it was really hard for me because I think this was around the time where I've been gaining weight. Now, you know about PCOS or whatever. I'm not gonna break it all the way down to you again, but the hair growth is hormonal, and it has a lot to do with how much you weigh. And around this time, I was probably like 75, 80 pounds lighter. And this is when it was like really starting. So that was the first time I started really noticing it. And I was in a relationship at the time, and you know, it really wasn't a big deal. But after that relationship, and as I got older and as I started gaining more weight and my hormones kept changing, I started trying everything. So okay, let me break it down into things that matter the most. One, the guy that likes you is gonna like you regardless, no matter what you're going through. I know girls that have like really bad acne, like cystic acne, that have no problem pulling men. You know what I mean? Like it's just a problem, you know what I mean? Like a problem that they can't help, that they're trying to figure out or whatever, and they're just trying to figure it out, right? So I feel like facial hair is the same way, except for there are things that you can do to, you know, assist you in not looking like a bearded lady. One of the tips I can give you is to maintain your hygiene. Like that's one of the main things I can tell you, is that when I started realizing this, I became obsessed with my hygiene. I grow hair everywhere. Like when I was a kid, my arms were really hairy. They're not as hairy now, but my arms were like super hairy. Like I'm talking about, I used to lotion my hair on my arms like this. I started hair removal around that time, whether it was shaving, waxing, plucking, tweezing. Like I did not play about my hygiene at all, because when you're a hairy person, like I know that some people say, okay, well, you know, the hair is supposed to grow, especially like in your private areas, like, oh yeah, the hair is supposed to grow, keep your vagina safe and all this stuff like that. However, girl, that stuff starts to smell after a while, especially if you let it grow too thick or whatever. No matter how clean you may be or whatever, it's just kind of hard to keep it, like, y'all know what I'm trying to say. When it came to my face, I didn't really have to shave my face until maybe like 3 or 4 years ago. But even then, like I started using Veet on my face. If you guys have any questions on how I did hair removal on my body prior to starting laser hair removal, I have a couple videos in my playlist and I'll link that above. I just got rid of it, like by all means necessary. My friends used to help me like wax my face and everything, and I got to a point where I learned that I needed to start shaving. And my boyfriend now, when I met him, he just liked me, so he didn't really care, but I was very honest about my insecurities at that time. Well, once we got serious, when we were just dating, when we like first met, he was just like, I would do this. I wouldn't let him touch my face, or even before laser hair removal, I never let him touch my face, or like, especially if I didn't shave. But I was on it. Like, I was on it. I'm gonna spend all this time on my eyebrows, y'all. It's sad. It is so sad how much time I spend on my eyebrows. Here's my, I'm using Abundance Weight Concealer to sculpt my eyebrows. I will link an in-depth video on how I do my eyebrows and my normal makeup routine in the cards and in the description box. Yeah, so like but I mean, all in all, like the guy that likes you he's just gonna like you. So it doesn't really matter what you have going on physically. If they like you, they like you. And the ones that don't, you know, like, I'm trying not to curse. I'm trying not to curse. What else did I do when I was dating? This is new from Glossier. It's a little tinted brow thing. I was obsessed with my hygiene. I always made sure I smelled good. I always made sure I smelled good. Smelling good was really important to me, but that was part of like my hygiene. And I just did a lot of research on how to, you know, hide it. Really, I learned how to do my makeup. And before I started laser hair removal, where's my foundation at? What foundation was I using? I was using, I think it's L'Oreal. I was using the L'Oreal Infallible foundation. Prior to starting laser hair removal, that was the foundation that I was using, and it's very good at covering bumps and acne or whatever. Like Jeff, I had asked Jeff when I read the comment to him, he was like, yeah, you really knew how to do your makeup, because Jeff said that he wasn't paying attention to it. But he was like, he knew that I knew how to do my makeup. And even when I had my makeup off, like I only wear makeup to go places. So I was really trying to take care of my skin. Like, taking care of my skin was really, really important to me as best as I could. I think I tried everything. If I'm being like completely keeping it a buck with you, I tried so many different like treatments, products or whatever. Like, I was always going to Sephora and the MAC counter and Clinique and all that stuff like that. Like, I spent a lot of money on skincare, and you know, the problem was it wasn't really my skin itself that was the problem. It was the fact that my hormones were out of control. But I totally get like when people have like insecurities or a hard time like hyping themselves up or feeling and looking cute or whatever. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, it took a lot of building up to get to the point where I was prior to laser hair removal. But even then, I really felt like I wasn't totally confident in myself, because every day I was just like, oh my God, my face itched so bad. It was so uncomfortable. And then one day I was sitting at work and I was watching laser hair removal videos, and I was just like, I'm doing it. I gotta get some information. I gotta do it, because I can't live like this anymore. And eventually you just get tired of it, and eventually you just like, you say, okay, these things are clearly not working and I need help. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with saying that you need help. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Like, I was not okay. I wasn't. I thought I was okay. You know, I thought I was confident or whatever, but it was something that was, it was very, very nerve-wracking for me. Was, you know, not even just dating with facial hair or hirsutism or anything like that, just, you know, life in general, living life in general. I didn't want people to see my beard. And shout out to the girls that don't mind it or whatever, but I was always, to me, like, my face itched so bad. Oh my God, my face itched so bad. When the hair would grow back, I did so much, like, removing hair all the time. Like, when the hair would grow back though, oh God, it was the most uncomfortable thing ever. God, it was so uncomfortable. But, you know, eventually I was just like, there's got to be a solution to this problem. And I had actually posted my my facial hair removal video a year ago. And one of my friends on Instagram, she was actually my client when I lived in Virginia, told me to stop playing and go try Ideal Image. And I did, and it changed my life. I'm so happy. Like, I'm so happy. Like, Jeff was happy, so happy for me. Everybody, like my whole family, my mom was happy for me. Jeff was happy for me. Everybody was so, like, happy for me, because they knew this was something that, like, really bothered me. But the best thing I could tell you is that, one, the guy that you like is gonna like, the guy that likes you is gonna like you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if it's somebody that really is serious about you, he's gonna like you regardless. No matter what you do, no matter what kind of makeup you wear, no matter if you wear makeup or not, no matter if you have acne, like, the guy that likes you is truly gonna like you. And it's really not gonna matter. But if they really like you, they're not gonna make you feel uncomfortable anyway. There were times where, like, Jeff would tell me, like if I pointed out, Jeff would point it out. Jeff would acknowledge it. Like, if I pointed it out, Jeff would definitely acknowledge it. Cause I'd be like, bro, like, why didn't you tell me I was walking around, like, that you could see it? He was like, you know, I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable, you know, like, it doesn't, like, I know what it's from and it doesn't really bother me or whatever, but, you know, I do notice it. But he's so sweet and caring that he would never, you know, he would never and he wouldn't let anybody talk bad about me, like, ever. It's not happening. Like, it doesn't matter, whatever, like, if I have a beard or not, like, he just don't play about me. And that's the kind of energy you gotta look for when it comes to looking for a man that's gonna accept you for the things that you're going through physically. You just gotta find one that is not gonna play about you, period. I'm so lucky. Yeah. You also have to be open and honest about to who you're talking to. You know what I mean? Like, if you have a problem physically, you should always be honest with whoever you're dating and say, hey, like, you know, I'm not saying on the first date, you know, you should be like, hey, I grow a beard on a regular, you know what I mean? But I definitely think that before you are intimate, you should definitely bring it up and be honest with whoever it is. Like, if you have something that's kind of obvious, like hirsutism or unwanted hair growth, you want to definitely make sure you're honest with the person and say, hey, like, I have this issue or whatever, you know, this blah 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 blah. I know when Jeff and I got serious though, which didn't really take that long before we got serious serious. But once we did get serious, I was, you know, I had a conversation with him about PCOS and what that meant. Now, and he was actually already familiar with it. So he was already sensitive to what I needed around that time. You know, when it comes to us in our mature age, because we're both over 30, you know, we want to have kids and we want to build a life and stuff together. And some people with PCOS don't have children. Will that be me? I don't think so. I think I'll be able to have kids fine, because I'm doing what it takes to regulate my cycle and all that stuff like that. But you know, it was a conversation that I had to have with him, and I had to tell him, you know, like, it's not a guarantee that I'll be able to carry children, you know, because of the situation or whatever. I don't know, but you know, I don't not know either, you know. I had to tell him about that, you know what I mean? Like, hey, I don't know how you feel about kids. When we were talking to each other about having kids or wanting kids, we both agreed that we wanted kids in our lives, so we wanted to have children. And then that's when I had to tell him, like, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to carry my own children. And then we were talking about adoption, like if that's not a possibility for us, you know what I mean? Like, what are our options? And we have spoken about adoption. We've spoken about, you know, if it's just us, are we gonna be okay? You know what I mean? Like, worst case scenario, if we can't have kids, are you gonna be okay with it just being us? Like, is that something that you're willing to deal with, or is that a deal breaker for you? Is that, you know, I understand if that's something that you can't imagine, not having a life without kids, you know what I mean? So, you know, we had that conversation too, and that's a very adult, where's my blush? That's a very adult conversation to have. Like, it's, you know, and it was and honestly, Jeff didn't make it hard for me to have that conversation with him either. Like, it was very, very easy to have that conversation with Jeffrey, and I don't know, I just love him so much. So yeah, so I feel like, you know, one of the main things is like, especially if you're around my age, you just got to be honest and open about what you're going through, and being open to having mature conversations about, you know, your body and the person. If they're gonna if they want to go on that journey with you, they can. If they don't want to, that's on them. You know what I mean? Like, if they're not the only person to see. Some people don't want kids. Some people already have kids. I know that wasn't the main part of the question, but I just wanted to touch on that because that is something that PCOS definitely directly affects, which is childbearing, you know. Also, try to just take care of yourself, you know. You always need to try to take care of yourself the best way you can. Understand your body, learn your body. If you have hirsutism or whatever, like, do as much research as you can to try to take care of yourself. Like I said, you could, you know, figure out how to remove your hair yourself, how to, you know, if you need to start saving for laser hair removal or even electrolysis, look into it. But you should be open to it. You should be open to whatever makes you feel most confident. And some people don't want to change it. Some people don't want to, you know, but if it's really bothering you, I think the best advice I can give you is to really do your research and figure out what options you have to either fix the problem or make it a little bit easier to deal with. I'm going to do my hair. So that's that on that. I hope that answers your question, girl. Do my highlight. You already know what it is. This Sonia Kushak one, I've been using it for years. I set my makeup. I didn't even put no kind of contour on my face.
Hey, beautiful.
Hey, darling. How you doing? You want to tell the video how you felt about my facial hair? I told them that, you know, the person that likes you is just gonna like you anyway.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter. But oh, let me give you a kiss. The person that I told them that the person that likes you is just gonna like you anyway.
Right.
But also to take care of themselves. Like, things that I did was like I was like obsessed with my hygiene.
True.
you take care of yourself and just do whatever research that you need to do to like, you know, make it better, but also have open conversations with whoever you're dating. Like, you know, I was telling them how, you know, they probably not going to go as deep as talking about kids or anything, but you know, PCOS definitely affects that area of life, and we're over 30, and you know, we had to talk about it, and we talked about it pretty early. But what was your perspective? How did you feel about it? Before I told them that you didn't play about me no way, so it didn't matter if I had a be like, baby didn't let nobody talk about me, but you would notice it, but you wouldn't say anything.
Right.
And I think that would be you being sensitive to me because you know I was insecure about it. But
yeah, and for the most part, she hit it pretty well. I don't think it was until we moved in together that
you didn't notice?
That I noticed.
Really?
So
he knew I had PCOS before we moved in together, but you didn't notice until
we moved in.
When I had to do like my personal care,
did,
my hygiene care.
She did a real good job at hiding it. Okay.
I didn't always wear makeup around you, though.
But I think with me kind of dealing with PCOS kind of previous to our relationship, that kind of helped me with a little bit more insight and just to kind of be sensitive about it.
Right.
Because I know how you are and how women are with aesthetics. So, you know, it's one of them things to where
I hit it, but I was definitely like I was landscaping all the time. Like
we talked about it, and I think the one thing that helped me help you was just us talking about it. You know what I'm saying? And just me kind of doing a little bit of research on my own just to kind of see how it affects you, because it's more than just like the facial growth. You know, it's
for me, it's all over my body, y'all.
But again, just talking about it, doing your own research, and just being as empathetic as possible to your mate, you know, as far as their insecurities with it. But
so what would you tell a girl that has this issue, you know, if they're going out on a date, if they're going on a date, right? Because I know I used to go like this all the time, baby. I wouldn't let you touch my chin or nothing like that. Like, how do they go about not making whoever they're going on a date with, like a first date, never known them?
I can't really say. I just think that if the type of guy that you're into is showing that he's really into you, he's understanding, he listens to you, you know, test the water. You know what I mean? And just kind of see if they've done any research.
But don't go with a full-fledged beard. You know what I'm saying? Like don't do all that
shit. And like
shave it, you know,
do
maintain
your regular routine. Do your regular routine.
Yeah, like you can't just be like, well, he gonna have to take me for who I am.
Because if you come in there like this here, these brothers are not as
empathetic or
sympathetic towards a lot of women. And you know, aesthetics is a huge part of dating now, since you can't really be face to face as much because of COVID.
Yeah, and a lot of people are meeting each other via
online,
via
and like
FaceTime and stuff. Yeah.
So just be as transparent as possible. You know what I mean? And like, you know, give them the opportunity to research it. Because if they're into you, they're gonna want to know what it is anyway and the effects of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So any dude that's into you and willing to be with you, they're gonna be okay with it. That's all I can say.
And that's on what? Mary had a little lamb.
Yeah, you talking about.
Thank you. I love you.
Okay, bye.
I'm just gonna do a half up, half down with my hair today. I just divide my hair. No, I only put the hair. I don't even double my hair tie because I'm gonna wrap it with the hair. So just. These are small knotless braids, and I got them waist length. And I just take a little piece and I wrap a couple braids and I wrap them around the base to get that, you know, high-low look. You know what I mean? I have some little jewels, but I think I'm just gonna put some regular earrings on. I got these hoops from Target. Almost all my gold jewelry is from Target, except for like my necklaces and my ankle bracelet, because those are all real gold. Jeff bought me those. Alright, and then I need to just do my lips. So I love these little pencils from the hair store. You can do this with any brown lip liner. But just take a brown lip liner and line my lips. This lipstick is called, where's my glasses? Oh, this one's called I Got a Man. It's from the MAC Tiana line. If you want to see some lip combos, I did a video on that too. It's literally my perfect nude. And this is the Milani Soft Rose lip gloss. And top it off with a clear gloss. This one's from Glossier. It's just their clear gloss. My makeup is cute. All right, I'm about to go put my outfit on, and then I'll show you guys my outfit. So this is my outfit of the day. Skims had a restock on the sweatsuit. If you want to review my initial review, I'll link that above too. But I ordered it again. I ordered the jacket and the sweatpants, the joggers in honey this time. I love this color. I think I love this color better than the other ones. We're in the office right now. But I have that on, the jewelry that I always have on. I have my Apple Watch, my Pandora bracelet, and the necklaces that Jeff got me. My earrings are from Target. I do have an ankle bracelet on. Oh, let me show you guys my shoes. Stone, the color is called Stone. They're Oswego's by Adidas. And then there's my ankle bracelet. Yeah, that concludes this video, y'all. My dog is acting up, so I gotta hurry up and close it out. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.